Alright guys, today we are going to be doing a full damage testing for the full arm unicorn. So yesterday I decided I want to do a little bit something special for this full arm unicorn. Just because of the fact that you guys already know this unit is able to play in two different roles. As a more active defense type unit, and then a little bit more of aggressive DPS role play as well. So I think this week around we got lucky as well because we have the opportunity to play clan battle and the raid battle as well. So I was able to take advantage of that. So I'm just gonna quickly explain how I went about this overall testing because it's actually quite long because we did it all the way from potential 0 all the way to potential 4, and then transcendent skill 1 all the way to transcendent skill 5. So you guys gonna be seeing the full range of damage output. So I'm not gonna talk over it for 9 minutes. So that's only the first half of it. And then the second half, I'll actually be jumping into a live clan battle with you guys. It's more of just kind of me constructing another team that I'm using separately from this testing because I want to use two different teams. I don't know why, but I have that. Essentially, the first one of the three testing is consisted of a solo gameplay from the full army unicorn in the raid battle. So at that gauge is gonna give you guys a good estimation of like what is the peak damage output. So we have that. The second battle, we have the clan battle. It's pretty much using a different blue element team to kind of showcase of how good it can be in clan battle. And lastly, just going to be taking it over to the arena to kind of showcase off the defensive capability, or just how I guess how tanky this shit could be. So we have that. So you guys can definitely kind of take a look at it at your own discretion to kind of make a good another better judgment whether or not you want to completely max out this full arm unicorn, or is one copy is just enough, which I definitely do agree. One copy for this unit, or one or two. Let's just say one or two. I think one or two copy is definitely pretty good already, because what is main function or is a core is already in the overall kit. Right now you want to get the transcendent skill is definitely up to you guys' discretion, but I don't think it's I don't think you need it. All right, it's definitely something that's more of a need than want. Obviously, everyone wants the unit maxed out. Everyone wants to be able to enjoy a unit at max capacity, but realistically speaking, that's not possible unless you, as a free to play, that's definitely not possible. I'm just gonna say that right now. So I think this overall kit, even without the a higher investment potential skill or the transcendent skill, is still fairly functional. So I'm gonna cut my commentary short right now, and then I'll catch you guys after you guys gonna finish watching the rest of the damage output testing, and then we'll hop into a quick clan battle to try things out once again. Alright, so we are hopping into the solo clan battle. So this is going to be team that I'm using. So I added Sasabi and then a Zeta Gundam. So as far as the module for Unicorn, I am using these two. So effectively speaking, I do want the Sasabi, or not Sasabi, the Unicorn to be taking a hit. So that's why I do have them. I don't know how effective this one will be because of the fact that it is really RNG based to determine how much hit we are able to take from the enemy, because the enemy could be targeting some other ally with my team. So I think I'm just gonna put like that and then see how things goes. I think realistically speaking, this team may not even be the most, I guess, cohesive, because both Sasabi and Unicorn loves to get hit, because Sasabi is being able to dodge an attack from the enemy, is able to do more damage, while the Sasabi is a little bit more inverse. You take damage, then you do more damage. So since we aren't really taking a whole lot of hits, so you don't really see a I guess a higher number than I expected. So that's pretty bad. So are we gonna be able to do a little bit more? We cannot. So 8,500 is what we gotten, and to be honest with you guys, that is not even my best score. That's even lower than the one that I previously led without having a maxed out unicorn. So I think in this situation, the unicorn actually does kind of hurt us because of how it is kind of built. But yep, that's what we have. So gonna hop into the clan mode as well, so we can get two perspective to see how good is it on the other side. So for the clan battle version of it, we are going to be running double Sasabi, so triple the liability for this team, because 3 of these units loves to get draws the enemy attention to have the enemy target him. But we'll see. I think this one, my highest score that I previously set without maxing out the unicorn, was a 13k. So I think after that I was unable to produce the same score. So I don't know, man. We just been out here struggling. All right, so that's the spot that I set the 13,000. So I just want to see if we can potentially recreate that. So far, damage up wise, we got nothing. Like, look at that. Because first of all, both of them none of them are taking any hits. What's going on, man? Yeah, that's the problem with this team, because we ain't taking hits, or if no one's dodging and whatnot. We just can't hit those numbers. So 8k. All right, that's even worse. All right, I think the reason as well is the module that I'm using, the one that I use, I had to take hit to gain more damage. So I think that ultimately just kind of ruined things for us. So I'm gonna run it back one more time, this time around with the other module, so we can kind of get a better sense of like, all right, what can we actually do? Alright, so I changed the module, so let's kind of see. So I think even on base, we're still at least getting a 14% on these spots, and then once we hit that 30 seconds mark, we should be able to get the remaining 25%. So that's why you guys see that unicorn isn't doing that bad right now, because we still have the damage boosting. But both Sasabis, they're failing me, man. Like, what are they doing? They're just not even doing anything. Like, that's really unfortunate. One of them is, oh my gosh, one of them is a bottom barrel. You gotta be kidding me. So are we able to hit anything higher than that? Oh wow, that's a good showing for you guys. 10,700, that's actually quite a good score, but I don't think that's nearly as high as what I was able to set. I think previously I was able to set a 13k, 12k, and then maybe a 11k. So that one was just a smidge shy, unfortunately. So, but there you guys have it. That's the full damage testing for the full arm unicorn. Definitely quite a fun unit to be using, just because of the fact that you are able to run it essentially on every situation. Whether you want to use it in a more defensive type, you can. Whether you want to run it in a more, you need to do more damage, this unit can do it. It's going to take a little bit to get it up and running. Definitely going to be a very expensive unit to be investing into, and I'm just going to say one more time, 1 copy or 2 should be just enough to carry us in any other content later on, especially that you have to fight against a red unit specifically. But other than that, that's going to be pretty much it for me, and I'll be catching us on the next one.